Malta meeting, 8th of March, 2017. In a world that its characteristics are becoming more and more those of mutual dependencies, the interest and the debate around issues such as environmental degradation, violence, poverty and inequality, human rights, immigration, intolerance and xenophobia do not relate only to a country, a community, or a specific geographic area, but require collective responsibility and treatment. You have to become sun to light the faded sun of the others. There are no ideas, there are only people who carry the ideas, and they take the size of the man who carries them. Nikos Kazantzakis said. The World Education sets the framework of the joint guidelines on the belief that the relationship between the local and the whole world is not conflictual, but a relationship with meaningful community for all people, on which it is based, ensuring the cultivation of common visions for a better world. The Global Development Education is a comprehensive design and action aimed at developing support structures for both the global and multidisciplinary knowledge acquisition in a world of interdependence, also of understanding the universal values. Brecht said, "If you fight, losing is a possible outcome. If you do not fight, you have already lost." This is why the societies around the globe must fight for a better future for all the world and provide their own struggle to change the world for the better. The development education contributes to the eradication of poverty and the promotion of sustainable development through public awareness and educational approaches and activities that are based on the values of human rights, social responsibility, gender equality, and a sense of belonging to a world, the ideas and understanding of the inequalities in human living conditions, and efforts to overcome such inequalities, and participation in democratic action to influence social, economic, political, or environmental conditions affecting poverty and sustainable development. European Multi-Stakeholder Steering Group on Development Education 2010. A wide cooperation began from the year 2015 between the University of Thessalia and active voluntary organizations belonging to the so-called Civil Society of Greece in order to move forward together achieving a European program which has the objective of development education in rural areas. An important cooperation of University of Thessalia with stakeholders in civil society on the whole Thessaly region, such as the network of Thessaly NGOs, the network Περραιβια, the voluntary organization based in Trikala, Green Arc, and the mountaineering ski club of Mount Olympus Parmos. It should be noted that the participants implemented and completed in a few days a part of the project Rural Dear Agenda, Europe Aid program of the European Union, which involves partners from many European countries. The coordinator is an institution from Spain. This project attempts to raise public awareness on negative issues for development and to promote development education at European Union level. For Greece, it was implemented from the University of Thessaly, scientific coordinator, Professor Dr. Kíttas Konstantinos, Department of Agronomy, Crop Production and Rural Environment, University of Thessalia. The main purpose is to carry out development education actions and public awareness in rural areas of the Thessaly region. Civil society organizations, not only from Thessaly, but also throughout Greece, for many years now play an important role through their actions concerning the development education of citizens and raise their awareness on major social and environmental issues. Their actions such as seminars, conferences, workshops, TV broadcasts, documentaries, experiential meetings, competitions, use of new technologies, theater, poetry, music, actions for the new generation, the vulnerable groups, science, the third age, poverty, unemployment, and many others contribute to the awareness of the public in major social issues and contribute to the development education in local communities. Life will cease to exist when we stop talking about real life values. Martin Luther King. Believing that Luther King said, we will continue to wake up awareness of society, governments, local government, strong stakeholders of the world on major issues facing mankind. The main thematic areas related to the development education and will be actions focused from Thessaly NGOs will be global citizenship, globalization, co-development, cooperation for development, human rights, education at the following principles: solidarity, justice and peace, gender and development, immigration, refugees and development, environment and development, international organizations, poverty and development, distribution of wealth and power, North-South relations, conflict management. All the organizations of civil society in Greece are planning and implementing actions such as workshops, theater, poetry, music, working with the new generation, the vulnerable groups, science, the third age, poverty, unemployment, and many others, contributing to public awareness of citizens on major social issues and the development education in local communities. Dear friends, we all have a duty, educational community, state, local authorities, and voluntary organizations to consign our children a better society. A global, decent society, proud, democratic, which claims a better future, not only for the present generations, but mainly for the future ones. Gandhi had studied deeply the problem of violence, and shortly before his assassination gave a list to his grandson containing the 7 mistakes of the world, 7 blunders of the world, which he believed led to violence. Wealth without a job, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, trade without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, policy without values. His grandson later added another one, rights without obligations. If we followed all these, the world would be a better one. It is worthwhile saying what the great and proud Greek Nikos Kazantzakis said, love responsibility. You should say, I alone have the duty to save Earth. If not, it's my fault. And we, as citizens of this world, a world that needs us, we can only countersign it.